Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup, 100,000 euros on up for grabs here, and significantly here, beef or salmon, ridden by Timmy Murphy, the even money favourite before this race, and he perhaps will fly the Irish colours most prominently at Cheltenham in a few weeks' time. Florida Pearl, a great old stager, number 3 there with Barry Geraghty on board, and just 5 runners because Be My Belle didn't go. Here we go with Tony once more.
An intriguing looking Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup, and Harbour Pilot it is who leads them into the first, from Colonel Braxton in second, and then Florida Pearl, Beef or Salmon tucked in at the back, all safely over as they run down now towards the first of the open ditches, and Harbour Pilot leading from Colonel Braxton in the dark blue colours, Florida Pearl, the 3-time Hennessy winner in third, and then a break of 4 lengths to Rinkaree, and just behind him comes the favourite Beef or Salmon, Harbour Pilot, Colonel Braxton, and they're followed by Florida Pearl, a gap then of over 4 lengths to Rinkaree, who's about half a length in front of Beef or Salmon as they come towards the third. Harbour Pilot from Colonel Braxton, Florida Pearl on the outside, and a gap of 4 or 5 lengths to Rinkaree and Beef or Salmon. A pair of them held up at the back as they go on towards the fourth. Harbour Pilot a little bit slow over the previous fence. Let's see how he jumps this one. Colonel Braxton and Florida Pearl close up. Harbour Pilot from Colonel Braxton. It's a little bit awkward there, and Florida Pearl in third, a gap of 4 lengths to Rinkaree, and Beef or Salmon held up in rear as they begin to turn now, taking them towards the second of the open ditches, fence number 5, and Harbour Pilot goes on into a 4-length lead. Florida Pearl shows second, half a length in front of Colonel Braxton, and then there's a gap of over 5 lengths to Beef or Salmon and Rinkaree who are together. Starting the turn down towards the 6th, and Harbour Pilot in the sunshine here at Leopardstown, leading from the white face of Florida Pearl left of the picture. Dark blue colours Colonel Braxton and Florida Pearl both jumping a little bit to the left. Rinkaree is lobbing along behind them, and Timmy Murphy has Beef or Salmon switched off at the back as they swing into the straight now, heading towards fence number 7. And Harbour Pilot on the big novice chase here in this day last year, in the lead from Florida Pearl in second under Barry Geraghty, then Colonel Braxton, Norman Williamson, they're followed by Rinkaree in the stripes, and Beef or Salmon sitting out the back as they come up to fence number 7. Harbour Pilot, Florida Pearl joins them. Colonel Braxton is 3 lengths adrift, and then comes Rinkaree and Beef or Salmon as they come up now to pass the winning post. Full circle ahead of them, Harbour Pilot and Paul Carberry leading Florida Pearl, with Colonel Braxton close in third, and a gap then of 5 lengths or so to Rinkaree and Beef or Salmon, who race together. Running towards the 8th in the Hennessy, and Harbour Pilot, the dark visor, in the lead from Florida Pearl. Colonel Braxton in third, and then the stripes of Rinkaree and Beef or Salmon, the big race favourite. As they come up now to the 8th, Harbour Pilot. Florida Pearl a close second, and they're tracked by Colonel Braxton. And then Rinkaree and Beef or Salmon just getting a tap there, a wakener, as they race on now towards the 9th at the halfway stage. And Harbour Pilot, Colonel Braxton moves up alongside Florida Pearl, and Colonel Braxton jumps up there to land fractionally in front of Florida Pearl, and then Harbour Pilot on the inside, and they're followed by Rinkaree and Beef or Salmon travelling nicely the back marker of the 5. So 3 in line. On the rail, Harbour Pilot, the outside Florida Pearl, between horses Colonel Braxton, 3 lengths away Rinkaree, and Beef or Salmon just behind him as they race down the far side. 6 fences to jump in the back straight. Harbour Pilot on the inside of Colonel Braxton, less than half a length off them Florida Pearl, and then a 4-length break to Rinkaree. Florida Pearl the leader there from Colonel Braxton, Harbour Pilot a little slow, and just behind them Rinkaree 3 lengths back with Beef or Salmon alongside as they race towards the next fence. It's 7 from home and 3 together. Florida Pearl on the outside of Colonel Braxton, Harbour Pilot the inner side, 3 lengths to Beef or Salmon. Colonel Braxton jumps at best. Florida Pearl lost a little bit of ground there. Harbour Pilot going back up on terms as they race towards towards the next open ditch, 6 fences from home, and Colonel Braxton and Harbour Pilot together. 3 parts of a length off them, Florida Pearl. 3 lengths back to Beef or Salmon as they jump this ditch. Colonel Braxton got it a bit wrong, and Harbour Pilot leads away from it. Colonel Braxton in second, Florida Pearl. Then there's a gap of 3 or 4 lengths to Beef or Salmon and Rinkaree. They've 5 to jump now, Harbour Pilot and Colonel Braxton. Colonel Braxton leads there, better jump from Harbour Pilot. Tracking them is Florida Pearl and getting closer all the time, Beef or Salmon and Rinkaree as they race towards the 4th from home. Harbour Pilot on the inside of Colonel Braxton, a length and a half then to Florida Pearl in 3rd place. Colonel Braxton from Harbour Pilot, and then Florida Pearl. Rinkaree is just behind him in 4, and Beef or Salmon in 5, so all 5 in contention as they race towards the final open ditch, the 3rd last fence in the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. And Harbour Pilot and Colonel Braxton, 2.5 lengths to Florida Pearl being pushed along. Rinkaree closing, and right behind him the favourite, Beef or Salmon. Colonel Braxton leads from Harbour Pilot. Beef or Salmon closing on the outside. Rinkaree, Florida Pearl as they come down now towards the 2nd last, and Colonel Braxton is the leader, and followed in 2nd by Harbour Pilot. Beef or Salmon travelling nicely just behind them. Rinkaree in 4, Florida Pearl has dropped to be last, and over the 2nd last it's Colonel Braxton from Beef or Salmon and Harbour Pilot. Rinkaree trying to go with them, and they've left Florida Pearl behind as they race the turn. They've 1 fence left to jump. Colonel Braxton the leader, yet to be asked for a big effort, but looming on the outside is Beef or Salmon, and Rinkaree travelling sweetly in the stripes. Harbour Pilot comes under pressure on the inside. They race towards the final fence now in the Hennessy. Colonel Braxton, Beef or Salmon coming there on the near side. Rinkaree between horses. Over on the inside is Harbour Pilot as they come to the final fence. Beef or Salmon and Colonel Braxton. Rinkaree a mistake, but on the one end it's Beef or Salmon on the near side, the leader from Colonel Braxton on the far side. Rinkaree is in 3rd as they're racing to the closing stages. Beef or Salmon on the near side has it from Colonel Braxton. Rinkaree and Harbour Pilot as they race up towards the line. It's Beef or Salmon, no arguments this time, goes away and wins it handsomely as they go to the line. Beef or Salmon wins. It's tight for 2nd between Harbour Pilot and Colonel Braxton. Rinkaree a close-up 4th, and looking down the track we see that Florida Pearl has in fact been pulled up before the final fence. So Beef or Salmon, the even money favourite, has delivered in the Hennessy. He's now 5-1 from 6-1 with Paddy Power for the Cheltenham Gold Cup. That's a story for another day, but he's fully justified Michael Hourigan's belief in him with another excellent performance here in the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup.
That was Beef or Salmon winning it even money, Colonel Braxton 7-2, and Harbour Pilot 6-1.